How are you, Virgo? I hope you guys are doing well. I really loved getting into your energy. I loved the oracle messages that came out. I'm really feeling you right now. Some of you may want to watch the Scorpio reading. There is a slightly similar vibe to it. I can feel it, like there's something a little similar about it. Some of you might want to watch that reading, especially if you have Scorpio in your chart. Overall, Virgo, here's what I want to say to you guys. Be confident, okay? You are not a beginner at something anymore. Now it's time for you to share your wisdom. Now it's time for you to shine. Now it's time for you to really show everybody what you're made of. Okay? Yeah. I know that Virgos are hesitant and humble, and they're not really show-offs either. As I'm always saying, what you see is what you get with Virgo, but there is always more to Virgo than meets the eye, because you guys are not like somebody jumping out of a cake or out of a clown car. You're also not really you're not much of a show off, but sometimes you do need to be a little bit of a show off. I feel like you're being encouraged to get into like King and Queen of Wands energy, like really put yourself out there, because you're not a beginner at something anymore. I don't think. If you are, tap into the beginner's mindset, because they wanted me to use the Colette Baron Reid Spirit of the Animal Oracle deck for you guys first. I like to use this for earth signs quite a bit. Porcupine, time for a beginner's mind. And that came in the reverse. And then Peacock Spirit, let it shine. Well, that's an animal I associate with you guys. Always so beautiful. You're all so beautiful. Virgo's so beautiful and grounded and gorgeous. And I'm reading it intuitively first, because that's what Spirit told me to do. It's time for you to really let it shine. You're not a newbie at something anymore, is what I'm hearing. And it's time for you to stop seeing yourself as that. Maybe like a few years ago, you embarked upon a journey and you were a beginner and you did have the beginner's mindset. And Spirit's saying, look, now you have more wisdom to share, okay? You're getting really good at something. Put yourself out there, okay? Put all those accolades on your life resume. You're actually not a beginner anymore. So stop seeing yourself as that. However, some of you may be beginners at something. And it can be hard to be a beginner. I find that like the energy of the fool or the beginner's mindset gets harder and harder to get into as we get older. You know, it's hard to be a newbie at something all over again. And we get prickly and we get nervous. Some of you may be beginners at something and you are being asked to get into the beginner's mindset. I hear tell the beginner's mindset and the innocence and even the naivety involved with it is actually very powerful, because beginners are not jaded. They're not know-it-alls yet. That innocence is a strength, and the lack of knowledge leaves you open to, like, yes, you can be susceptible to conditioning, but you kind of get to decide what you will allow to influence you at the beginning of something. So if you are a beginner at something, let it shine. You're already pretty good at something, even though you're brand new. Show it off, okay? Show off. But I feel like you guys are being asked to get out of a beginner's mindset. Like, hey, I'm really good at something. Astrology activations are some of my favorite houses for you guys. I'm like, ooh, they got the good houses, the 5th house and the 3rd house. 5th house is the fun house, Leo's house. This is where you have fun and romance and you create things that you're proud of, okay? It is a house of speculation. It is a house of elementary education. Children are involved, leisure, pleasure, play, romance, and flings. Those could turn into 7th house relationships, which are more significant, but it's not really a time, like, I think it's about making connections, probably in your local community, and creating things that you're proud of. The 3rd house, your potential to learn something, and your local neighborhood. So I see a lot of networking energy, a lot of localizing for you. Some of you are meant to be part of something in your local hood, in your local community, right in your own zip code. There's a lot of potential for learning and teaching when the 5th and the 3rd house come out together, and really creating something that you're proud of. For dating, it's also fun and really good. I also think that people may be paying attention to you and taking note of you right now, especially if you let it shine. People may be speculating about the relationships you're in, whether or not you're on the market for dating. If you're married and you want to be off the market, wear your wedding ring. It might be time to really get out there, though, and network, have fun, create things you're proud of. Yeah, don't stay at home is what I'm hearing. That may be a bit of a struggle for you. Also, from How to Nurture Your Own Peace. I love this deck. I bought it from a local artist. I think she was an earth sign too. Minding My Business and Nurturing My Peace is the name of this deck. I don't think she sells it anywhere online yet, but she might. You are not taking up too much space. You are claiming you're claiming space that has your name written on it. I am shifting from a survival mindset to a thriving mindset. Okay. Get out of survival mode and get into thrive mode. Sometimes we're taught for generations on end that every decision we make is not coming from a place of thriving, but it's just about surviving. Spirit's saying, congratulations, you can survive. Welcome to planet Earth. You've learned how to survive. Now it's time to shift into the survival mindset. Don't think you're taking up too much space. You're not. That space that has your name on it, that's where you're supposed to sit. And you're supposed to localize. You're supposed to share it with others. You're supposed to shine. You're supposed to be creating things that you're proud of. Don't be like, oh, I may be taking up too much space. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not taking up too much space, and it's time to get into a thrive mindset for sure. I feel like you guys have an opportunity to really shine somewhere in life path, and it may go down in your local neighborhood. Go where the artists are. I just heard the word bohemian. Okay. Where the bohos go in a good way. Sorry, that was weird. Didn't come out quite right. Also, justice and confidence, growth. You are in a time of growth. This is there's an auspicious energy around you, okay, with Panda. You are experiencing vigorous growth. You will at the end of the month. This is a good time to learn and develop new ideas and new ways of doing things. Break away from old unhealthy habits and patterns and step outside of your comfort zone. The reward is ahead. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon about beginner's mindset. Look, I feel like Spirit's lining up a scenario for you, Virgo, where you will be asked to step outside of a comfort zone. And I can see it here a bit in your tarot. It's a really great time to learn and teach new things and develop new ideas. Be confident. Things are under control. You can handle this matter with your wisdom, confidence, and courage. You have that to share with others. You are passionate and loving, but don't let your sensitivity overwhelm you. You are honorable and gifted. Remain humble. Virgos are humble. They're going to remain humble, Spirit. I feel like the Spirit's saying, look, be humble, but be confident. Also, some karmic justice is being served right now in your favor. The universe executes a precise order of justice. Karmic debt is being reconciled at this moment. The matter is no longer in your hands. Take a deep breath, breathe, and go through it. Someone around you might be getting some justice. It's like there's a matter that's no longer in your hands. Don't worry about that person or that situation. Their debt is being reconciled, and I think yours is as well. Just take a deep breath and go through the hard stuff and confidently move towards all this growth. You're not meant to be hiding. You're meant to be shining. When I dropped the tarot out, this sure did look like maybe relationship. So I pulled out the arrows of love and wanted to see what they had to say. And I was kind of blown away, actually. I don't get this card combination very often, but I got it for you. Integrity, wings of love, guidance and protection. That's Sagittarius energy. Higher purpose, blessing in disguise is at the bottom of the deck. Some of you have really upped your game with your integrity. Like, bitch, please, I can see you from here. You're not going to get yourself involved in anything that pulls you into a place that doesn't make you look good and doesn't make you feel good. I think you have a lot of good boundaries right now, and you're coming from a place of integrity. You are being guided and protected at this time to a higher purpose. Some of you have a higher purpose. And that's going to look different for different people, but But someone has, like, something has happened that was actually a blessing in disguise. So if something didn't work out with someone, Virgo, or in a specific situation, it was a blessing in disguise, because Spirit is leading you to connections, people, places, and things where those situations have integrity and they will match your integrity. You're being protected at this time. Okay, so anything that hasn't worked out, it was for your protection so that you could come into alignment with your higher purpose. You have star quality. You have star quality. You are coming into alignment with a higher purpose. That does take time. And on occasion, Spirit will step in and kind of steer us away from the wrong situation so that we can continue to come into alignment with that which is meant to be, so that you can come into alignment with your soul. The star is happy, popular, motivated, and free, and has star quality. I feel like you guys do need to be pushed out of a comfort zone so that you can come into alignment with being able to create things in the 5th house. Look at your 5th house and your 3rd house right now, Virgo. That'll, if you have influences and planets there, it'll show you strengths and weaknesses, okay? So, you versus the environment. This could be your projection into the environment, or it could be a person coming towards you, and it could be in reverse. Take it as it resonates. You see yourself as the High Priestess, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Sun. We've got the Sun on one side of the table, but the Moon on the other. First of all, not much is getting past you right now with the High Priestess. She sees all, she knows all. I feel as though the High Priestess is kind of renegade. She doesn't negate the Hierophant energy, which is the rules in the system and all the fellowship that goes with the Hierophant and the convention, because Hierophant's very conventional and very committed. The High Priestess is like, I'm committed to myself. And I'll go off in a shack in the woods alone and talk to God the way I want to talk to God. She is very quiet, a little bit of wallflower-ish vibes. But again, not much is getting past this High Priestess, Pisces energy. And here you are, the Queen of Pentacles. You are very grounded. You are very mature. You can look at anything you see and determine whether or not it has value. Look at how she's looking at her pentacle. She's found something that's valuable. She knows that she can place value upon it. She can see herself. I think you are feeling pretty good about yourself with Let It Shine. And I just realized she can see her own reflection here. I never noticed that about this card before. I don't know if you can see it. She likes what she sees. She's happy. I see you guys being very optimistic. I see you guys spending quite a bit of time outdoors, although in the shade, maybe. I see you watching little goofballs. This could be children, because the 5th house does speak to elementary education. Some of you could really guide and teach other people right now. Show them a very practical way to go about things. I also think that some of you right now are very, very good at recognizing potential in others. Very good at that. And allocating resources to where they're supposed to go. Oh, interesting download. I love this card combination. And you see happiness. You are optimistic about life right now. The way you're feeling, though, is the Hermit, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Magician. Okay, I do see you coming out of your shell, because I associate Magician with Virgo as well. For me, the Magician is interchangeably Aries, Gemini, or Virgo. Well, this is more your style. You do have a lot of wisdom to share with other people. High Priestess and Hermit are very spiritual cards. Very. But again, they're the renegades. I don't do mass on Sundays like that. I feel that vibe, but I have my own relationship with the divine. And the Hermit, he's that wild man out in the desert, like going off on his own solo spirit walk. You have transmuted a lot of knowledge into wisdom, and you have so much to share. Some of you are Hermit role models. That's your human design. That's my profile in human design, the Hermit role model. Look up the Hermit role model. If any of you have the Hermit role model, the 6-2 profile in human design, message me. I will give you a 20% off discount. I was just told to do that. Okay, some of you need to get in touch with that power. I feel like you are hermit role models right now. I feel like you are being recognized and rewarded for what you bring to the table, but you're not chasing after anyone to get their attention. It's like, I make this shit up as I go along. I'm a magician. I'm going to have to science the shit out of this, and I have something to show people. Some of you will demonstrate something to others. I do feel that you're a little shy about it, but you will get attention. You will be recognized and rewarded for your unique gifts and talents right now. Beginner's luck too. Yeah. I feel like some of you may be in some social situations where you're going to have, or just a group dynamic where you're going to have to gulp and show the world what you've got. And your action is the 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. Aren't you creating a beautiful garden? Some of you really are building something, working on something, manifesting something. It will start to get attention. Some of you have just started to market something. Marketing has been better for entrepreneurs. It's like you're pulling someone into you to work with you, but you're not chasing anybody. Some of you are working on something with your hands. It's going to become very beautiful. Some of you are just minding your own business, working. Don't forget to look up at your accomplishments. I know you guys are very fussy and particular about the details. Perfectionist is Virgo. Don't drive yourself crazy with that, but you do know it's a superpower and it's creating abundance and self-sufficiency for you. You look gorge. I'm so proud of you. I really am proud of you. This looks absolutely beautiful. I also hear that some of you feel like you need to work in a little corner right here. Okay. Some of you are creating little details for other people to see and find, like little Easter eggs, especially those of you that work with your hands. But that little working in the corner thing, what was your advice? You're not taking up too much space. I think you need a bigger stage, like for real. Because what you're creating is getting bigger. Look how it's spilling out like more and more and more and more. For those of you that create things or make things with your hands, it's time to sell it. It's going to take up a lot of space. I also see some of you cleaning out a garage or an attic or a work area where you work, and you're going to find a bunch of stuff that you made like a year ago. Like, oh my God, I forgot about this and I forgot about this. You're going to put it out on display. I also hear dusting, rearranging your home. All good things, Virgo. All good things. In your environment. Oh, dear. Okay. These people, this poor person. For some of you, this is what you need to know about people you may provide services for. For some of you, this may be a specific person on your mind, possibly that was a romantic connection. Y'all are not in the same place. Let me just say that. This person or this scenario is the Moon, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Now keep in mind, this could be your projection into the environment. Some of you need to shift your mindset about what you believe you deserve and love. You need to have higher standards for yourself, because this is someone in the environment or what you could possibly be putting out there or attracting, okay? Take it as it resonates. We have the Moon, which is opposite from the Sun, when day is night and night is day, the Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So this is like wandering through life, kind of emotional and moody. Things are not as they seem. I find it ironic, also a Piscean energy. They could also be Cancerian as well. I also have Capricorn and Sagittarius here, Aquarius as well. They wander through life and sample things. The Knight of Cups. Nothing is ever really truly good enough for this person. They go from thing to thing to thing. They have a moody side. Instead of pouring into life, they kind of drink from their own cup. This person does have an idealistic side. This person has a less mature side. This person has a very romantic side. They don't really know where they're going at this time. For some of you, this is one of your children. They may be getting out of high school, moving into college. They have not found themselves yet. I don't care who this person is. They have not found themselves yet. The way this person feels, the Four of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Devil. Okay. This person is impulsive. This person gets themselves into trouble. This person may have some anger issues and some impulsivity issues. They may cave into desire as well. They may rush into things that aren't very good for them. This person may have some depression as well. They're definitely idealistic and impulsive in a way that isn't serving them. They've got some demons they have to wrestle with. And nothing really makes them happy. Look at this guy. He's pouring it out. You know he's just going to pick up all three of those cups and pour those out one after the other too. This is a person that's impulsive in their decision making. They race all around too. They're not acting like a grown-up. They might not be a grown-up yet, but their action is Temperance and the Six of Swords. Okay, some of you have Sag in your chart, or they have Sag in their chart. I love Sagittarius. They're my favorite fire sign, but they have this aloof side, the divine art of the blow-off. They're taking their time. I feel like Spirit is trying to guide this person, though, away from drama. Like, come with me, get on the boat. It's like, what's that line from The Hangover? None of this is your fault. I'm going to find you some pants. Just get in the car, because we have like midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil here with Temperance and the Devil. This is a person that runs hot and cold. They're very idealistic. They don't really know what they want. I do not see much of a beef here between the two of you, but I see a very staunch difference from you versus this person. They are not motivated by the same things. I also think they're less mature. I don't think you can help them. All you can do is demonstrate to them, okay? This is what wisdom looks like. This is what recognition and reward looks like. This is what being grounded looks like. This is what having good intuition looks like. This is what being optimistic and connecting to your inner child in a positive way looks like. Oh, and this is what manifestation looks like. Newsflash, it's a verb. Manifestation is a fucking verb, people. Like, it's a doing. It's not something that just happens out of thin air. You are aware of this. You are totally aware of this. Patiently working. This person is impatient. They are not patient. Virgo, be patient with love. Also, some of you have like really got it going on in some parts of your life, but when it comes to love and romance, you're a little confused. Watch out for impulsive decisions. Watch out for needing to have a better red flag detector. Watch out for immaturity and idealization. You are being protected. So if this is like what's been going on in your dating life, or maybe even with friends too, like nothing's really quite right or good enough, that's because it's not. It's not quite right and it's not quite good enough. You are, I can see it. You are being protected. Anything that didn't work out was a blessing in disguise. You're being protected and you'll move on from the drama. You're coming into alignment with your soul. Your soul is calling for you, okay? When the devil comes out in a reading, that's our body and our earthly self wanting to be indulged. When the moon comes out, it's like our emotions and maybe our shadow traits. When the sun comes out, it's spirit and God smiling upon us. But the star is a great intersection between the sun, the moon, and the devil, to me personally, where it's like you can integrate everything, the dark and the light, and come into alignment with your higher purpose. Let it shine right now, Virgo. You have a lot to be proud of. I see a lot of growth and justice is being served for you. Remember that you don't take too much space, okay? Get out of that survival mindset into a thrive mindset. It's going to be great. I keep hearing that Sag season is going to be awesome, or as my kid would say, possum. It's going to be possum for you. Maybe it's going to be porcupine and peacock. Yeah, but you're doing well. Just ignore the haters and the players and keep doing you. I'm really proud of you for whatever you are creating. All right, Virgo,